welcome to day 30. We've survived a third way through the handstand guru course. I can't believe how time's flying by. I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who got back in touch with me or who made it to the live catch-ups. And I really appreciate it if every single one of you could get back with me with a little bit of feedback on where your weaknesses are, where your strengths are, because we're going to be stepping into a little bit more technical sessions as from tomorrow. Today's going to be a little bit of a teaser in regards to lifting and balancing our hands, along with using our core, everything we've been working on this week, along with working and activating our hip flexors too. So before we do anything, get your mats out, get your water ready, and let's begin a light warm up before we begin. It's going to be a little bit more strenuous to do. We've got a nice view. Hopefully you can take in this energy and channel it into your session today. All this powerful nature around us. Breathe it in and embrace it with me. Okay, to begin with, sit comfortably. And we need to really warm up our wrists today because we're going to be doing a lot of standing on our hands and balancing with our fingers. So we'll get interlock our hands, give our wrists a shake. Remember to sit nice and tall, relax the knees, relax the hips. 3, 2, 1. Reach up to the sky, palms facing the ceiling or the sky, either or. Stretch out the fingertips. Try and pull the arms behind the ears, behind the head. Really warm up the shoulders too. 3, 2, 1. Hands on the shoulders. Circle from the shoulder blade, the scapula, really warm it up. Push the shoulders, the elbows all the way back. Reverse. Bring the elbows forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Before we do anything too strenuous, I want you to come up onto your toes. And we're just going to get our hearts pumping a little bit faster. Blood pumping around our body, along with warming up our wrists and familiarizing our fingers with the sensation of pressing and balancing before we lift our legs off the ground. So all I want you to do is lift the bum slightly higher, drop to the ground and push. Try and hold it on the side so you'll see how my body will find this momentum and this counteract balance between my core and hips. Push and down. We're going to go for 8 more. 7. You don't need to go all the way up. 6. Balancing on the toes. 5. Really stretch out. 4. Squeeze the core. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it all back in. Deep breaths. Restore, reset, realign. For those who didn't make it to the live catch-up, we spoke about how important, how vital rest is in between your sets. Everyone's cardio or everyone's fitness and endurance levels are going to be different. So if you find that your heart's racing really fast, pause the video, take a rest, and then step back into it. There's no rush. We're here to learn consciously and in comfort. Okay, so before we do anything, I just want you to watch what I'm going to do, and then we're going to progress together. So the first exercise, you're going to tuck one foot in. We're going to start with the right leg, okay? So we're going to tuck that right knee, right heel in, and we're going to bounce with the left, but this time we're going to go up. I want you to push your mats or your cushions or whatever you have towards the wall. Make sure the wall is behind you for this. Please, okay? So all we're going to do is prepare the fingers. Equally part the fingers, make sure they're stretched out in a nice cup. Remember, we're not fully flat with the arms. Prepare the elbows, the radius and ulnar, prepare the shoulders. If you're popping the elbows out, please correct it. Visualize, ground the arms, ground the palms, and then we begin. So that's the first step. Second step, tuck the heel in. You're going to create some momentum with the left knee, and we're going all the way up now. Okay? All the way. 1. If you can't go all the way, as far as you can. Okay? 2. I want you to try and get the feel of straightening one leg only. Okay? Are you ready? Let's go. 10 reps on each leg. Let's go. Right leg up. 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Really push from the shoulders. 9 and 10. Lovely. Take a breather. Give your wrist a shake. Allow your heart rate to drop back down. And then we're going to reverse it with the left leg. Don't worry if your leg doesn't go all the way up. If you just stay in there, no problem. It will come with time. You're still working all the fundamental muscles, such as your lower back, your traps, your shoulder blades, everything you need in regards to stabilizing the body and condition it for the initial handstand. Catch up with your breath. Tune into the body. Try and visualize what you just did and try and correct it for the next side. So for the left-handers, you might find this a little bit easier. I'm left-handed. Whoop, whoop. Sorry, for the right-handers, you'll find this side easier. Left-handers will find it harder. Okay, same again, but we're going to bring that left leg up. Remember to bend that right knee for momentum. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 1, 2, use that core, come on. 3, 4, 5, 6, really push into the palms. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Step back to base. Breathe it all in. Restore. Check in with your heart. Check in with your breath. Check in with your mind. Make sure you bring everything back to the center. You own it, not just your mind, your body, but also your spirit. And no matter how your day's been today, I want you to bring 100% awareness and focus on everything we are doing right now. No distractions. Okay, so the next exercise we're going to do, we're going to be a little bit more grounded, okay? And you're going to get the feel of balancing on your arms a little bit more now, okay? So the next step we're going to do. So remember when we did crow pose? This time we're going to do something similar. It's still an inversion, but it's an arm balance. So I want you to get the feel of bringing one foot on top of the other, okay? Just getting the feeling of sitting like this. We're just going to open up the hips, open up the glutes a little bit. So we're going to place that left foot on top of the right knee. Really open up. If you want to sit down and stretch out a little bit more, find that sweet spot for your body. And let's change leg. Really, really work them glutes. Make some space. Woo. Lovely. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do in regards to being on the ground and lifting our body, I want you to get the feeling of lifting your body up off the ground with your hands aside of your bum, and you're going to rock into it and down. Change leg. Rock into it and down. So all we're doing is lifting the bum off the ground, okay? And you're going to feel it in your lower abdomen. Same thing as what we've been working on, the transverse and rectus abdominis. Okay. Starting with the left leg out, right knee in. I like to rock back, and as I rock into it, lift. 1. If you need blocks, place them. If you don't have blocks, you can use books. If you do have blocks, place your hands on them for a slight elevation of the hips. Let's go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Fantastic. Squeeze it in, squeeze it in. If I'm feeling it, as I always say, you guys should be feeling it too. It really gets your lower core. We're going to do this 2 more times, okay? This time with a little bit more of a twist. I want you to pull that right knee back, okay? Right right knee back. Let me just pull my shorts down a little bit. Okay, as if it's a slingshot, you're going to push that knee back and you're going to tuck your shoulder around and behind that knee, okay? So then you squeeze in your own arm with your leg. And all we're going to do on one side now, we're going to stay on one side and then we're going to do the opposite side. Same thing, we're going to rock, lift. 1, 2, toes flexed. 3. Okay, join me. 4. Really squeeze with the arm. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Changing legs. But before we do anything, remember, rest is vital. So allow your breath, allow your heart rate to drop back down. ATP, adenosine triphosphate, is what we need to replenish before we begin the left side. Otherwise, you can't put 100% in the exercise. So give it another 10 seconds, and in that 10 seconds, you can use to prepare the leg and the arm in the correct position. So remember, push the knee back, tuck that shoulder as far back as possible and behind that knee. Place the hands aside of the body, the bum, or the upper thigh. Rock back, toes are flexed. Remember, we stretch the toes out, keep the legs straight. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you're nearly there. 8, 9, and 10. Good effort, guys. Place your feet together, using your elbows to push the knees down, and drop the head down to the ground. Really open up them hips. Stretch it out, guys. Stretch it out. Restore. Reset. Realign. 3 more seconds. 2 and 1. Bring the knees together and just rock side to side. Give your glutes a massage. Woohoo! Good effort. It was a hard one today, I'm not gonna lie. And if you're stuck with it and manage to complete all the reps and hold it for a little bit of a flight, that's all I'm aiming for. I'm aiming for you to consciously own your lower limbs. This is what this week's about. This week is about being able to control your legs off the ground with your core and just gain that familiarization of activating through the lower body, the transverse abdominis, the transverse axis. Because next week's going to be all about flying, lifting, controlling, a little bit more upper body based. Fantastic. Rock up onto your toes and let's have a little chit chat. We're going to sit like this, all of us. If you find this a struggle, it means you need to work on your ankle mobility. Try to keep your spine nice and straight. Palms facing upwards. We're going to close our eyes. Try to find your balance whilst heightening your senses. We're just going to take 5 powerful breaths in through the nose and forcefully out through the mouth. And when you breathe out, I want you to let go of something that's making you feel heavy, weighing you down. And just really surrender to that breath, or surrender to whatever you want to let go of. Face it eye to eye. And when you inhale, I want you to welcome to the body everything you once thought was a impossible achievement that you thought you'd never ever conquer. For example, a handstand. Okay? So let's begin. Inhale through the nose, out through the mouth. All the way out. And again, 4 more. In. And out. 3 more. In. And out. Find that balance. 2 more. In. Let it go, out. Last one, really make it count. And all the way out. Drop down to your heels, palms together. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you tomorrow for day 1, the second part of the course. I can't wait to share with you guys. Have a lovely day and see you tomorrow. Whoop whoop.